Welcome to Maurine's meditation page. These meditations are offered free in service to the divine. If you're interested in working with Maurine, learn more at headtoyourheart.com.
Well, welcome everybody. It's so nice to have you all here. And tonight we're gonna do a meditation. I guess I'm probably gonna call it the present observer meditation. And this is just all about, as I'm evolving in my whole process of meditating and attempting to learn how to still my mind. The techniques that you come back to over and over in meditation are breathing, of course, but the other one, which is pretty powerful, is becoming the observer, which is also the same as sitting in awareness. And so by really focusing on your breath, it's a tool. I mean, it's a really good for you too, physiologically. Deep breathing does so many things for you. It enhances your immune system. It stills the production of cortisone. It soothes the nervous system. It brings more oxygen to the brain. It opens up the pathway between your heart and your head. So a lot of stuff physiologically that whenever you do focused, bring your consciousness to your breath and you breathe deeper, all of that's going to help you. But by bringing your consciousness to your breath, it's a tool to get you away from your thinking, because thinking is not our friend when you let it take you to the degree of it's dominating your life and it's telling you how to feel, which is usually not a positive thing. And so I think that many of us are, if not all of us, are in the game of either being trapped by our thoughts or at least trying to get our thoughts stilled so that we can come back to our true essence and to sit in a place where we aren't judging ourselves, we're not judging others, we're not condemning, we're not criticizing, we're not comparing, we're not exercising the concept of separateness. We're wanting to go to a different place. We're wanting to drop out of all of that. And so all of those things I just mentioned are functions of the ego. They're the functions of the thinking mind, which is a finite system. It's not tapped into the divine. It's not tapped into the limitless universe. It's simply an electrical impulse system that we are equipped with to navigate in this density, in this material reality. And our mistake is we become our thoughts, and we start believing that we are our thoughts, that I am this and you are that, based on outward observations. And this is getting away from your divine essence. So I was talking to Jim earlier about the power of now, and this is a book by Eckhart Tolle, which I'm sure many of you are at least aware of if you haven't read it. And that power, I think, and I haven't read the book through, but the power I think he's talking about is you're taking your power back because we relinquish our power when we are so tapped into our thoughts, and we don't even know, like, okay, I'll just say me. I don't even know how much I'm tapped into my thoughts until I really, really take some time to get into the breath, to use some of the exercises of being present in between the breath. Take your time as I'm talking now to bring your awareness to yourself in between the words that I'm speaking. Instead of being wrapped up in all the words, to take that little gap, to come back into awareness, and to be the observer of your thoughts rather than over identifying with it and having that become who you think you are. So, because we're dead when we're in our head. And so I will go ahead and start in with the meditation. And so tonight's meditation, we're just going to focus on that. We're going to really practice being in awareness. We're going to practice being present. We're going to practice our breath and let that become a practice that you use all the time, every day, to bring yourself back into alignment. Okay, so get comfortable. You can turn your camera off if you'd like. And I only have one word of caution. Try not to fall asleep on this one. Not that you all do, but just be alert as we're doing this. So let's do some kind of active breaths right now, just to get started. Breathe a little deeper than normal. Breathe a little slower. And just bring yourself into your body. Begin to feel the breath and the body. Just really make contact with yourself. And just preparing the temple of your body for this meditation tonight. Moving into stillness. Moving into an open place inside. Begin to follow your breath. Just say hello to the breath. Imagine as you tune into your breath that you're trading being attached to your thoughts in return for being in tune with the breath. Trade one for the other. And just notice the breath and the rhythm. This is the perfect opportunity. We'll spend a couple of minutes here. If you're having any discomfort in your physical body, just use your breath work right now to breathe into that area of your body, that clean, life-giving oxygen, and just direct your body, or direct your attention of your breath to that part of your body. If you're having any tension, you can direct the breath to that part of your body. Follow it with the mind's eye. Soften on any judgment or concern about that tension or that discomfort, and just simply bring the breath to that area. And if you haven't noticed any shift, then take some deeper breaths into that area. Really flush it out with oxygen. Good intention and oxygen. And become the observer. Just observe you, observing your breath, you directing the breath, observing your body, doing what it's doing. Now let go of that. Just begin to follow your breath all the way down your spine to your root and back out. Let the mind's eye follow that breath all the way from top to bottom and bottom to top. Inhale, exhale. Easy breath. Imagine with every breath, you can relax a little more in your shoulders. You can relax in your rib cage. You can relax in your sit bones, releasing your jaw, softening as you let go of the need to control the body and just let the breath flow down your center channel, down and up. Nothing but the breath. Stay focused. The mind tries to jump in, just observe. It's doing its thing, but you are doing yours. You're following the breath. You might notice between the breaths that there's a space. Just exercise being in presence in between minute space. Not just between every breath, but every breath. Exercise presence, awareness, observation. Let the breath help you sharpen your observation, your presence, your awareness. Whatever the thoughts are saying, just let the mind do what it does, and you become the observer. Begin to detach. You are not your mind. You're not the thoughts. Watch them. Let the breath soothe you, bring you down to earth. Let yourself to sink into presence even more. Imagine that when you break out of the identification with thoughts, when you break out of identifying with your mind, that you are cracking open a space to let your divine in, to let your divine shine. You're stepping out of the way and allowing yourself to be in alignment with your truest nature. You're cracking open a space for the light to shine out. You're taking back who you really are. You are that light. You are that eternal presence. Hold that with your breath. There's stillness, limitless universe, and there's the finite thoughts. Notice if they're interrupting you. And just practice detaching. Detach. Observe, detach. Become your breath. Because when you get taken away by your thoughts, you attach and over-identify with your thoughts. It's like putting a shade over your life. Open. Open to that field and feel the presence. Look for the openings between the thoughts, between the breaths. Not trying to do anything here, we're just trying to be. Now I just ask you to open a little bit more. Really heighten your sensitivity. The next layer is to feel your presence in the room. Feel where the air meets your skin. The room surrounding you, your presence in the room. Thoughts, no judgment, just the presence of yourself in the room. The next layer is to be present with the room. The molecules of the chair you're in. The molecules, the atoms that make up the objects and the material in your room. Be present with the room. Nothing but you and the room. Own the nowness. Be in the now. And if you so choose, you can say this mantra. Say to yourself, here I sit in presence, here and now. Here I sit in presence, here and now. Staying alert. If thoughts invade, become aware. Notice that. Simply become the observer. You are not your thoughts. Thoughts are not you. They are electrical impulses. They have no power over you. You are awareness. Here I sit in presence, here and now. observe in your daily life, in your outer life, if you are dominated by your thoughts, then you have forgotten your essential self. It's an easy trick of the ego. It wants to convince you. But use the space between your breath, your presence in the room, to come back to presence. Time after time, step into observer. Heighten your sensitivity. Feel your presence in the room. Deepen into the next layer and be present with the room. What is the energy? What is the presence? Be in the now. Repeat. Here I sit in presence, here and now. The breath is your friend. Let the breath awaken the vibrancy within. Stay alert. Search for the deeper existence that you are. Letting your attachment to thoughts fall away. Shift into the deeper layer now. Welcome. Repeat this mantra. I am here. I am now. That is all. I am here. I am now. That is all. You are here. You are now. That is all. Dissolving and releasing attachment to your opinion. Dissolving Releasing attachment to your feelings. Releasing identification to your life story, to the drama. Come back to you are here. You are now. That is all. Breathe in presence. Hold steady that commitment. You are here. You are now. That is all. Allow your crown to swirl open. You are here. You are now. That is all. Divine essence merge. Cosmic universal field. Imagine that it's coming in through your crown. Merging, aligning your essential self. Your divine essence. You are here. You are now. That is all. Let it wash through you like a waterfall. Use your breath to clear away anything that is an obstruction between you and your higher essence, universal truth. Breathe. Breathe presence. Breathe release. nothing more than you are here now. Nothing more. That is all. Breathe, presence, release. Open space is you. Observer is you. Divine expresses through you. You are a creation, extension of creation. You are free. You are above thoughts. You are beyond the mind. You are sacred existence. You are free. Breathe presence. You are here. You are now. That is all.
Thank you for joining in on these free meditations. If you're interested in working with Maurine privately, learn more at headtoyourheart.com.